this is Kelly with Luminary Nail Systems, and I am so excited to hand over the reins for part 3 of our 3-part series with our master educator, Tara Robinson.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to part 3, where we're going to be applying some art on top of our Hope application. Don't forget that Hope is our color of the month, and it is 10% off at checkout with the code HOPE10 in all caps. So here I have some pretty sparkly foils, and I'm just going to apply it into the tacky layer of our Luminary application. And I applied this thinner on the thumb so that I could cap it with our clarity on top and encase it in there. I'm just using my tiny detail brush, moving the sparkles where I want them. So now I'm going to use the clarity over top. And I'm going to brush on a thin layer first. This is just like applying a slip layer. Again, like applying your roadmap. So wherever you put your dollop after this it's going to follow that slip layer. And I'm also going to apply this layer thin because I don't want that nail to end up too thick. So I'm just working it back and forth and checking my thickness level so that it doesn't end up too bulky. And you can always, if you end up having one of those pieces of glitter stick up, you can always just buff it at the end before you apply your top coat. So after I cured for 60 seconds, I'm going to use these chrome stripes from Profiles Backstage. They're just stickers, and I just cleanse the nail to make sure there's no tacky layer left. I'm going to trim a little bit and apply it right down the center of her thumb. And I'm leaving a little bit of a gap at the cuticle area and also at the free edge area because I want to make sure that I can get my gel behind and in front of it so that it doesn't peel up. And these scissors are not our cuticle scissors, just so you know. These are used for cutting pieces of things, not for trimming cuticles. Don't do that because it'll dull them out really bad. Okay, so after I applied the sticker onto the thumb, I'm using these cute little dot stickers, and I'm applying them sideways. They're actually gold French manicure stickers is the way you can find them. And trimming them again, leaving a bit of a gap at the cuticle area and the free edge so I can get my gel behind and in front of when I cap it. It's stuck. And same thing on the middle finger. And trim it up. And I like to use a little silicone tool just to press it down, just to make sure that it's not poking up before I apply my gel on top. So this is Stick It, also from Profiles Backstage. And I'm going to use my little detail brush. I've got some Stick It on a palette. And I'm just going to apply that on the inside of that sticker. As thin as you can get it, because I'm going to put some foil on here. I'm just taking it right up to the edge of that sticker. And also, just like I did with the sticker along her sidewall, I'm leaving a slight gap between the Stick It and the gel. That way when I cap everything, I have gel to gel contact to make sure it's sealed in there really well. And I'm going to put this in the light for 60 seconds. And this is a foil we're going to use, kind of a vintagey floral foil. Any floral foil is fine. And I'm just going to press it on there, hold it there a little bit, and use the pusher end and just kind of help with a little bit of pressure, just kind of rub it on there a little bit. Pull it up and then just press where it may have missed a few little places. And repeat. I find it easier to work with smaller pieces of foil, that way I'm not fighting with it the whole time. And I believe that Nicole from Atwood Industries is the one that taught me to use a pusher to rub on foil. It's a nice little trick. It makes it much easier. So pretty. So now I'm going to use Clarity again, and I am going to push back her cuticles, also on her thumb, which is, there we go, and brush on a thin layer of Clarity, making sure I get behind the sticker, around the foil, over everything so that it's nice and sealed in there. We don't want anything peeling up later. Apparently there's a cootie. And I'm gonna watch it, make sure it's nice and level, use my detail brush, smooth it out. If you need to go upside down, go upside down. And repeat. Make sure working one nail at a time, going in the lamp, I would do 30 seconds until you're done, and then do your final 60-second cure when you're done. And these stickers are super flat, so there's really not a lot to them. We just don't want them to peel up. That's why we're putting Clarity on top. There's a stubborn spot right there. And again, super flat sticker. You don't need much, just really want to make sure it's not peeling. It's very frustrating when they peel. And have her go back in the light. At this point, I'd have her cure a full 60 seconds. That's Clarity. I'm going to use some of these little gold metal dots, and I'm going to apply it just at the base of her pointer finger and her, that's a pinky finger. Just using my little detail brush to apply just a little dot. I'm going to press those little metal doodads in there. Make sure they don't slide everywhere and be off center before you put her in the lamp. In the lamp for 30 seconds. And when she comes back out, I'm going to use a little bit of Clarity to go around there, just any places that you don't see that product kind of hugging the sides. I want to make sure it's hugging just a little bit. And I'll have her go back in and just do a quick, probably just a flash cure is just fine. I'm just smoothing it out too before I apply top coat. Empower top coat, super shiny. So apply over everything, nice and close to the cuticles. And I didn't remove any of the tacky layer in between. You can, it's not going to hurt anything, but there was no reason for me to remove it. So I'm going to move on to her pinky and pointer, and I'm going to use a detail brush in my Empower to get around that little dot. Make sure it's nice and close to the cuticle, just like I would with the big brush. Just makes it easier with the detail brush. And repeat. Nice and close. So if you guys don't have access to these little gold dots or the gold, the French manicure stickers, you can use a gold, even just a stamping polish or a gel, and just apply the dots yourself. You don't have to have the stickers to get this look. Ta-da! Thank you so much for watching all 3 of our videos, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, share it with your nail tech friends, subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram, and like us on Facebook.